You being a guest, I'll let you use the clean butter knife for your bread when you want it. And if you're not fast enough, I'm just gonna go ahead.
So, Alaskan Ballistics. I know we ain't supposed to talk politics at the dinner table, but we're going.
Yeah, well, I don't comply with that crap.
So, he wants to know how you would fix the situation we got going on today.
Well, that's a lot of things there. Well, one, when people say you're not supposed to talk politics at the table, how many families actually sit down at the table anymore and talk? Everybody's got their noses in, you know, their little games and internet and all that stuff all the time. They're not using their brains and not thinking. So get the families to sit around at the tables and talking and really getting to know each other. That's one little thing. What do you think?
I'd say one of the biggest things is we got to educate our kids and get the schools on board the proper way, because you know the schools are teaching them stuff that they don't even know or should know. You know, the history is not being taught.
Right.
Now we're trying to erase history.
Well, what, like that part from 1984 where they're rewriting all the books? And beagles. You gotta have beagles. They keep the other dogs in line. But yeah, they're deleting history. A friend of mine is a history teacher, and he was out here a couple weeks ago, and it's crazy. He's got a kid that's only been out of college about 4 years and has been teaching. Actually, he only has 3 years of teaching experience. Well, now he's this guy's boss who has over 20 years with a master's degree, and this kid's got like a bachelor's degree, and he's the boss. So you got these liberals that are getting positions of power and telling history teachers that they are not allowed to teach the Constitution or the Jefferson, the letters. What were those things called? Oh, yeah, this is a good time to have a brain fart. But they had the letters back in there, but pretty much before the Constitution got put out to everybody, explaining what the points were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy right out of college is telling him that that's not in the state curriculum, and he's not supposed to teach it.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to get back to saying the Pledge of Allegiance in schools. That's crazy that it's no longer taught. It's frowned upon to even say it anymore.
Well, the media, you got to take back the media. The news now, they're pushing their agenda and not what really news is about. I was watching this live stream last night, and I thought it was going to be some liberal live stream, just because of appearances on who was on it. I went there and I watched that live stream, and it turned out it was Maggie, quit it. The live stream turned out to be black conservatives. And they were there stating what's wrong with the society, what's wrong with media. And then they covered this whole thing about the black anthem. And they laid it right out there. That this whole black anthem thing is disrespecting blacks. Because there were blacks that fought in the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, the Civil War, actually on both sides, and standing up for what they as individuals felt was right.
Yep.
And World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf I, Gulf II, and that whole thing with them, people wanting to tear down the country, tear down the Constitution, that is not only disrespecting white veterans, it's disrespecting black veterans, Asian veterans, I mean everybody in America.
Yep.
So quit dividing us.
I think one of the biggest things is we gotta get rid of these groups, you know, Black Lives Matter, you know, Moms Against Mom's taking action and all that stuff. We gotta get rid of those groups. We gotta figure out a way to get rid of them because they're just nothing but troublemakers. They're not actually trying to do anything but cause trouble.
Yeah. They're useful idiots. And they only represent about 2% of the population. On Mr. Guns and Gear, he showed this video from 1984. It was like Tom Brokaw or something, but he's interviewing this KGB officer that defected to the United States. And he laid it right out there on how it is. And anybody that has a chance to get over there, and it's Mr. Guns and Gear B channel where he has that. And watch that. It'll open your eyes up usually. Big league. And I'm going to let the beagle out. Excuse me. Okay, guys. Look at that non-squeaky door.
Welcome to the dinner table with 3 dogs. Then you got the quiet one just sitting down there,
Yeah, he's patient.
waiting for stuff to fall on the floor. Wait, isn't that like a liberal?
Waiting for the scraps.
Waiting for the scraps.
Oh, and another point on that. On that live stream, they brought up, get rid of the whole welfare society. Stop it. Because I've said before even that is making people slaves to a political party.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just buying votes, but it's keeping people where there's no jobs.
Well, especially now with all the stimulus checks and unemployment, you get the extra $600 a week and all that. We had one guy come back to work, he was making $1,000 a week in unemployment. He didn't want to come back to work. You got a lot of people, I've seen stuff out there in the media where you got dads that, they got 3 kids and they're making bank on unemployment. But they're happy not to go back to work. They're making zombies of people.
They sit home and play video games. Pro sports. How many people are actually spending more time with their family and kids, are actually using their brains because they're not sitting there watching the football or the baseball right now, and they're getting out and doing things instead of being couch potatoes and Sunday quarterbacks.
So if you could sum it up in a couple of sentences, the best way to fix it, what would you say?
It's going to be a long haul. People are actually not just sit there and write letters or make phone calls to your city hall or town hall. People are going to have to show up on the doorsteps and do our kind of protesting, where we clean up after ourselves and let them. We got to have the numbers to make so they see we're serious.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. We gotta get out there and protest, and we gotta get out there in numbers. We gotta do it the right way. Of course, the opposition is gonna try and cause trouble and cause problems, but we gotta stay focused and stay calm and do it the right way.
Yeah, we're not going to be burning cars. We're not going to be tearing up people's businesses or going into somebody else's neighborhood and destroying it like what's happening now.
Yep.
You go in there and do it right, but be loud and be ready to know that you're not going to have the media attention. You've got to get the government's attention.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. This is Crazy Scotsman here with Daniel. If you guys don't know Alaskan Ballistics, maybe a link down below. Go check them out. Jump in the discussion. Let us know what you think in the comments. Appreciate y'all watching. Scotsman out.
This is Daniel. I'm out.